G'day guys and welcome to Retrospect Reviews. I'm Vince and today we're going to have a look at a game that was recommended to me by the actual programmer, and that is Shooting Range on the Coco 3. Now how this came about is that Adam Marsh, the programmer, actually seen one of my other videos from a couple of years ago where I talked about how I used to have to type in my own games through a magazine that I would buy, the Rainbow magazine. And the cover that I used to demonstrate that magazine was actually one that Albert actually had a program published in. So he told me all about it and I thought, wow, I wouldn't mind checking that out. So I went back into the archives and actually found it and printed out a copy. So it's as I said, it's called Shooting Range. Now, Albert wrote this when he was a sophomore in school, about 87. Well, this was published in August 87. This article, so I'm not sure when about exactly he wrote this. But so yeah, I read a bit about it, and apparently Albert had been tinkering with programming since 82 on an Apple II. But I was going to sit down and type this all up, and as you can imagine, it takes a lot of time and patience. There's a fair bit of coding in here, and it's so easy to make mistakes. Normally, when I used to do it in the past, I had a tape recorder or a floppy drive for the Coco, and I would save it, my progress on there, and then I could go back and fix any mistakes. The problem I'm having now is I don't really have a floppy drive for the Coco 3, and I've had a bit of hit and miss success with the tape recorder. I don't know if the tapes are getting old or the recorder's heads are getting a bit old in the tooth. Anyhow, so before I started typing this all in on the Coco 3, Albert sent me a message saying that he actually found a copy already typed in, and I could run it off a Coco 3 emulator. Now I've got a Coco 3 emulator, so I thought I would load the game up into that and we can check it out that way. So let's jump over to the emulator and we'll see how the game plays and what we think about it. So I've opened up the Coco 3 emulator. I'm using a program called VCC version 1.42. This one's working perfectly fine. I don't know if there's a new version or not, but this is working fine on Windows 10, so I'm just going to keep using this one. So I've loaded up shooting range into the memory of the Coco 3 on the emulator. So I'll type in run and we will see what the game looks like. Okay, so the first thing comes up here, which was mentioned in the description about the game, was you can choose between using an RGB monitor or just composite. Now, composite, for those who don't know or don't remember what that is like when you're plugging in a DVD player or video player, you got the yellow video cable and usually a red and white cable, which is the audio. So you can choose between the two. So I'll choose one so we can see what it looks like if it was running on a monitor. So we'll click one. Now it's okay, so now it's booted up. So we've got some writing here. Shoot and Range by Albert Marsh. Welcome to the Shoot and Range. There are only a few short rules to remember. Use the right controller to play. Use either button to fire. You must keep your percentile above 50% to continue playing. You play until your power runs out. Press any key to start. Okay, let's jump into this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've got a nice shooting range here. Okay, rifle down the bottom. Okay, I got that one. Okay, yeah. Oh no, I left that too long. I don't think I've passed that one. No, that was a fail. So I do remember now, over the side here, there is a little counter here. It said in the article that I guess you got to line that up with the target you're going to fire at. So let's try that again. Okay, so fire up. So we'll go for this little one here. Okay, can you see that line there? Oh, okay. So the further up we go, the oh no, oh, I think I passed then because that was 50%. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to be a bit quicker. Okay, got that one. So it's, yeah, so you got to make sure that on the right hand side, that little marker is above or close to the target, and then you line up the rifle. Okay, well, no, not enough. Okay, so you got to go fairly high for these tall ones. So, yeah, so you almost got to go up into the mountains there. Oh no, missed that. How did I miss that? Oh, okay, got him. Right, so we're on round 5, so that's not too bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I keep forgetting I gotta lift the mouse up pretty high to get those top ones. Okay, so round 6, to get a few more. I've got to get at least 3, I think. Okay, good on. Oh no. Oh, what happened then? Okay, yep, got him. Round 7. Any problem going back to some of these older games is I forget that they're not as quick as responding as my more modern games, and I keep getting a little impatient that they don't exactly work the same way. I guess we've been a bit spoilt these days. So up to 9. Okay, they're grouping all together today. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Oh, is that enough to get past? Power bonus. Okay, so that got me by. If I stay up here, I can. Got no way of missing. I'm just so used to pointing, or actually clicking on the target. Oh, I missed that. I don't know how that happened. I'm quite impressed with the graphics on this, actually. And for a target game, it's quite fun. I think if I knew about this game when I first had my Tandy COCO 3, I would have quite happily played this with mates and that, trying to see who could get the furthest and the most scores. Well, okay, getting a fair bit here now. We're up to 12, I think. Oh no, hang on, that's alright. Well, so what level are we up to? Round 14. Oh, I keep wanting to shoot before the game finishes loading. Oh no. Oh no. I think I've got enough to get by. Okay, we're up to 15. Oh no, is that enough to get me by? Yep. So 16. I think this, yeah, if you're playing this against your mates, or I guess if competitive against yourself, see how many of these targets you could get, and how far you could get, how many rounds you can get through. Once again, I'm not being patient enough. Oh no. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh. Can I get all of them before time runs out? Oh no, no, I missed out on one. Wow, 18 rounds. Okay, be patient, let the game load, and then fire. So I just realised, okay, I'm out of power now. I just realised there's a power thing there that I've got to keep an eye on and not waste all my power. Okay, that's it. That's game over. I think that was, did I get up to round 20? I can't remember. I'll have to look at the footage again. Well, I think we'll just leave the game there for now. Well, that's it for this video. What did you think about Albert's game? I thought it was quite good, especially for the time period it was written and how old he was when he actually wrote the game. I'm definitely going back to play it some more. I found it quite enjoyable. I do like my shooting games, target practice games, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely jumping back on. Now in the comments, let me know what you thought about the game, and also let me know if you've written the game or a program that you want me to check out on the Coco 3, or maybe more modern PC, or maybe one of the other consoles that I can get hold of the actual program. And don't forget to like and share this video, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because it lets you know when I upload a new video. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.